Starting with the tough news for Chelsea Green. She recently faced a setback when she had to miss a scheduled appearance and title defense in Lucha Libre AAA. On the February 7th show, she and Ethan Page were set to put their World Mixed Tag Team Championships on the line against Lola Vice and Miss Iguana. Things shifted quickly, though. During a video call with Page, Green revealed she couldn't compete because of an issue with her foot. She appeared in a walking boot. Another performer, La Hydra, stepped in the team with Page instead. Commentators noted during the broadcast that the problem stemmed from her participation in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match on the February 6th episode of SmackDown. In that triple threat bout involving Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend, Green hit a high-risk coast-to-coast dropkick, a move that had been linked to injury for others in the past, like Seth Rollins with his shoulder. It's possible that spot contributed here. The match ended with Page and his replacement losing the titles, and Lola Vice securing her first championship win in professional wrestling, which is a big milestone for her. Green later shared a photo online showing her foot in the boot and expressed frustration about how the situation was handled, mentioning a tough fall on SmackDown and questioning the decision to proceed without her. Page responded with a simple apology under her post. Neither WWE nor Green has provided an official confirmation on the exact details or how it happened, but reports suggest it's a sprained ankle or a bad bruise, nothing broken. There's no clear timeline yet for when she might be back, but everyone hopes it's a quick recovery. Moments like this raise questions about whether certain high-flying risks in matches are always the best choice for long-term safety. Wishing her the best as she heals up. Next, let's talk about Montez Ford and the noticeable shift people are seeing with him. The Street Profits have been away from the main WWE television scene for a while now. Their last appearance on SmackDown was back in early October in a loss to the Wyatt Six, and they had a win on Main Event later that month. After that hiatus, they returned to in-ring action during NXT's recent live event tour across a few cities. Clips from the Nashville show started circulating quickly online because fans spotted a clear change in Ford's physique. He's bulked up quite a bit. In one moment during their tag match alongside Hank and Tank against Dark State, Dawkins helped Ford remove his ring jacket on the apron. Once it was off, Ford posed to the crowd and declared that he had put on some weight, making it obvious he was embracing the transformation. Reactions online have been mixed. Some fans are surprised or joking about it, while others see it as a potential move toward a stronger singles presence or just a natural evolution in his look. A report from earlier this year indicated both Ford and Dawkins were healthy but kept off TV to refresh things and give them a break. There's no firm word yet on when or how the Street Profits will make their way back to the main roster shows, or if they'll keep working some NXT dates as the brand hits the road again soon. It's interesting to watch how this physical change might play into their future storylines. Then there's the unexpected moment involving Tiffany Stratton during her recent time back on television. She had been off programming for a bit before showing up at the Royal Rumble, which got fans talking. But shortly after, in a triple threat match on SmackDown against Lash Legend and Chelsea Green, an attire issue popped up. During the action, while she was upside down in a hold, part of her gear shifted, leading to exposure that required quick adjustments from production. They briefly cut away on the broadcast to handle it. She also had a moonsault toward the finish, and similar problems arose there. This isn't the first time Stratton has dealt with gear mishaps on WWE shows, so it becomes something fans note when it happens. She later addressed it online, sharing updates and showing off new attire, keeping things light despite the awkwardness. These incidents can be frustrating in the moment, but are part of the live nature of the shows. Shifting to some positive buzz, Bad Bunny appears poised for a comeback to WWE. The Grammy-winning artist is set to headline the Super Bowl halftime show this weekend, keeping him in the spotlight. His last WWE involvement was at Backlash in 2023, but reports suggest he's gearing up to return sooner than many expected. There was even a light-hearted moment when an Arizona senator posted online urging AEW's Tony Khan to bring him in, unaware that plans might already be in motion elsewhere. Wrestling Observer sources indicate the return is happening with WWE, and the timing lines up well. His current tour has a break from early March through late May, opening a window that could fit perfectly with WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. Whether it's a cameo, a segment, or potentially another full match, maybe even against someone like Dominic Mysterio, it's got people excited. His previous in-ring work has been well received, and with his massive popularity, it could add real energy to the WrestleMania build. Over in AEW, there was a notable crowd moment on a recent Dynamite. Right before the main event pitting MJF against Brody King in Las Vegas, the audience erupted into loud chants directed at the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. The sounds were clear on the broadcast, and production let it play out without interruption. A referee even seemed to hold off on the bell briefly to allow it to continue. Clips spread fast online, reaching beyond wrestling circles and generating a lot of discussion. Initial reports suggested AEW was pleased with the viral attention it brought, though later clarifications noted it was more individual reactions rather than a unified company stance. Fans are split. Some appreciate the raw, unfiltered energy crowd can bring, seeing it as part of what makes the shows feel alive, while others worry it pulls focus from the wrestling itself or injects unrelated topics. It definitely sparked conversations across platforms. On the character front, the El Grande Americano storyline has crossed into interesting territory. Chad Gable revived his version of the Mars persona at the Royal Rumble to confront Ludwig Kaiser's take on it, but the crowd response in Saudi Arabia was fairly muted. Now the angle has extended to AAA, where Kaiser's version was entered in a four-way qualifier for a shot at the Mega Championship. Backstage drama unfolded. Dominic Mysterio was spotted chatting with a masked Kaiser, and after Dom left, Gable ambushed him, handcuffed him to a post, and took his place in the match. When Gable made his entrance in Mexico, the reaction was intense. Boos rained down, and clear calls for him to leave echoed through the arena. It's a stark difference from how the character lands in the U.S. versus Mexico, where Kaiser's portrayal has connected strongly as a heroic figure. This kind of location-based reception reminds people of past examples, like Bret Hart getting cheered in Canada but booed elsewhere. Many see this building toward a high-stakes mask versus mask clash, possibly at a big AAA event, or even tying into WrestleMania. Some suggest Gable could drop the mask in defeat and return to his regular self, wrapping up what some call a tricky creative choice. Regarding Cody Rhodes in the Royal Rumble, there's clarity on why he didn't come out on top. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, it was never in the cards for him. Once WWE settled on his direction after he lost the championship, the path forward was set. He had to choose between winning the Rumble or the Elimination Chamber to get back into title contention. But the story they wanted emphasized him facing obstacles rather than an easy route. Winning the Rumble would have undercut that narrative of overcoming challenges, so he was removed from consideration entirely. That opened the door for Roman Reigns to take the win instead. It wasn't a switch from Cody. He simply wasn't an option. Some fans have floated alternate ideas, like Randy Orton winning the Chamber, Cody reclaiming gold there, then a heel turn leading to Orton versus Rhodes at WrestleMania for a historic moment. But the current plan stuck with the adversity angle for Cody. On the talent movement side, Kelly Kincaid has confirmed she's leaving WWE. After about 4 years with the company, her contract isn't being renewed, and her last day is February 14th. She announced it directly on social media, and while some thought a renewal might happen, it appears that wasn't offered. She's been a familiar face as a backstage interviewer, especially in NXT, and previously worked in other roles like announcing. She's currently in a relationship with Elton Prince of Pretty Deadly, who's been sidelined with a serious neck issue. Wishing her the best in whatever comes next. Finally, Saraya, formerly Paige, shared some candid thoughts about her journey and why she wasn't part of the recent Royal Rumble. After her time in AEW from 2022 into early 2025, she admitted to losing some passion for wrestling due to frustrations with her on-screen role and unfulfilled ideas. She enjoyed being there but felt unfulfilled creatively at times, which made her step back and reevaluate. Now, though, she's reignited that drive. She's training hard to get in top shape and revive the spark from her NXT days, but even stronger. She addressed the fan speculation about a surprise entry, noting the huge outpouring of support from training clips that went viral. Thousands of videos popped up, and it moved her to tears because she worried past controversies had cost her that love from fans. She wished she could have been involved, but emphasized that decisions like that come from WWE, not her. It's clear she's motivated for whatever opportunity arises next, whether in WWE or elsewhere. That's the latest batch of stories circulating in the wrestling scene. Plenty to talk about, from injuries and comebacks to creative choices and crowd moments. Drop your thought below. What stands out to you most? Catch you next time with more updates. Stay tuned.